Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Takedown, our series of unfiltered conversations about tobacco and advocacy within communities most impacted by the tobacco industry. My name is Olive Gongombe, Program Associate on the Strategic Partnerships team with the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids. Today, we are joined by the incredible Diamond Miller. Diamond, thank you so much for joining us today on The Takedown.
Yeah, thank you so much, Olive. I'm super excited to be here and just to talk more about this work. So thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here. All right, first question. Can you speak of the importance of college activism through your experience at the Truth Initiative?
Yeah, absolutely. So within my work on the college team at Truth Initiative, it is my goal to support our college students and their efforts to raise awareness for the need for a 100% tobacco and vape-free policy. And so we know that college activism plays a crucial role in promoting social change and addressing various issues within and beyond campus communities. And so we also know that college communities are hubs of diverse perspectives and ideas. And so engaging in activism allows for students to amplify their voices and to advocate for causes that they truly believe in. So yeah, it's important to support activism efforts on college campuses because it serves as a powerful tool to raise awareness about specific problems and challenges. And by educating their peers and the wider community, college activists can inspire meaningful conversations and a more informed society.
Speaking of college activism, students at HBCUs have always been at the forefront of social justice movements. As we look at the tobacco use as a social justice issue, how have you seen students at HBCUs take on big tobacco?
That is a phenomenal question. And so, with this work, I have had the opportunity, the honor, the pleasure to see our students that are advocating for policy change at their HBCUs host and conduct an array of activities, one of them being forming or joining student organizations on campuses that focus on social justice or related causes. They are also actively building alliances by collaborating with other student organizations that share the same values and goals. And so just being really strategic about that. I've also seen students organize events, workshops, host panels, you name it, they've done it, really to raise awareness about big tobacco and their predatory marketing practices. And so these events are crucial in having, open dialogue and conversation where students in the campus community really can share their views and experiences in a respectful manner. And these conversations can promote understanding and just bridge gaps in general. And then last but not least, one of my favorite ways is, or one of the favorite things I've seen is just these students are sharing critical messages through art, music, and poetry, and other creative forms. Recently, one of our grantees that's actually based here in DC hosted a poetry night in collaboration with an organization called The Poet Life. And so they were able to discuss, the intersection of tobacco and social justice. They were able to educate their campus community around the need for a 100% tobacco and vape-free policy and just the benefits of that policy. And so, yeah, these are just some engaging tools that I've seen some of our students use to talk about these issues.
Speaking of policies, the number of smoke and tobacco-free colleges in the US has more than tripled since 2010, and yet the majority of HBCUs do not have comprehensive smoke or tobacco-free policies. Could you tell us what role does Truth Initiative have in helping college campuses go tobacco-free?
Yeah, thank you so much, Olive. So, helping colleges go tobacco-free is an important initiative to promote a healthier environment for students, faculty, staff members. And we know that 99% of smoking does start before the age of 26. And so college campuses are vital. They are crucial to preventing young adults from starting tobacco use and reducing exposure to secondhand smoke for all. And so at Truth Initiative, through our tobacco and vape-free college program, we do offer grants of up to $20,000 for colleges and universities to support the adoption and the implementation of a 100% tobacco and vape-free policy. Through this program, our grantees receive guidance through webinars, in-person training, one-on-one calls throughout the grant period. And there really are 5 critical components when you're thinking about policy adoption. The first is to form a task force on your campus, right? And so just galvanizing a team of passionate individuals who are dedicated to making that campus tobacco and vape free. This could include students, faculty members, staff members, smokers, health professionals, but you really do want to get a melting pot of just diverse perspectives that will strengthen your initiative. The second element really is it's important to see how ready your campus is to go tobacco and vape free. So just conducting a survey or assessment to gauge the prevalence of tobacco use on your campus. And again, this will help you to understand just what space your campus or your college is in and to identify areas for improvement. The third component that I would say is vital, which is one of my favorite, is just the education and awareness piece, right? We see a lot of our college leaders hosting events to raise awareness around these issues. And I will say that while they do use various communication channels, such as posters and flyers, I've really seen it to ring true for those one-on-one in-person moments. That has proven really beneficial for folks to be able to connect with the work. The fourth element I would say is to identify a plan to address tobacco treatment for those students, faculty, and staff members who are interested in quitting. It's really important that you have those resources readily available. At Truth Initiative, we do offer online cessation services such as Become an X, as well as This Is Quitting, which is our free mobile program designed to help young people quit vaping. And the last, but I'd say the most critical element of adopting the policy is creating, a draft policy and making sure that it's comprehensive. The policy should cover all forms of tobacco products, including cigarettes, smoking tobacco, e-cigarettes, and other vaping devices. And you want to ensure that the policy is clear and enforceable. I am super proud to share that since 2015, the Tobacco and Vape-Free College Program has provided funding to more than 220 colleges, university, and college systems, including 62 HBCUs and PBIs, to advocate for the adoption of a 100% tobacco and vape-free policy. So we are in the work, and we definitely want to be great collaborators here.
That is absolutely amazing. And that also leads me to my next question. Why is it important to invest in college students and college campuses, especially HBCUs?
Another great question, Olive. From my research and experiences, we know that historically Black colleges and universities do play a crucial role in the education and advancement of African-American students in the United States. HBCUs were established before the Civil Rights Act of 1964, right? To provide higher education opportunities for Black Americans who were previously excluded from PWIs due to racial discrimination. So it is extremely important to invest in colleges, but especially HBCUs. One, just around the access to education. So we know that HBCUs serve as vital access points to higher education for many Black students, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds. HBCUs also foster a culturally supportive environment where students can connect with their heritage and feel a sense of belonging, which we know can lead to higher retention rates and academic success. And most importantly, HBCUs have a strong track record of producing successful Black leaders in various fields, including public health and the medical field. And so funding to these institutions ensures that the pipeline for future Black leaders remains strong.
I fully agree. And my last question for you today is, do you have any tips or advice for any young advocates out there who are eager to drive positive change in their communities?
Absolutely, absolutely. I started my activism journey really here at Truth about 5 years ago. And so I would say the first thing is to just start with identifying and educating yourself about the specific issues and challenges your community faces. To prioritize your efforts, it's very important that you understand the root cause and potential impacts of these problems. The second thing is just to practice self-care. Advocacy work can be emotionally and mentally demanding. And so it's vital that you're taking care of yourself, and, whether that's seeking support from family members or friends or mentors when needed. We just know that burnout can definitely hinder your ability to make lasting impact. And the third, I would say, be persistent and patient. Policy change or just positive change in general, it takes time and effort. And, while there might be setbacks and challenges along the way, persistence is definitely key.
You know what? I will take those this advice for myself, especially taking care of yourself part. You can't help others if you can't help yourself first, 100%.
Absolutely.
Diamond, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. It has been a pleasure speaking with you and engaging in such a valuable discussion. Make sure to check out Truth Initiative and Tobacco Free Kids on social media. All our handles will be in the description below. Stay tuned for our next takedown and check out our other conversations as well. Thank you again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.